Before we start to really conceptualize mass customization a little bit more abstract, let's deep dive into a case study. It's Reflect.com, launched by a famous company, Procter & Gamble, one of the largest consumer good companies in the world. And it's all about customized cosmetics. And I want to bring you a little bit to the journey of Reflect.com and show you one of the typical business cases, what it means to mass customize in an established category. However, before, just one very important differentiation. What really means mass customization compared to the traditional way how we provide a variety of products? Well, traditionally, remember the long tail curve I explained earlier? Traditionally, we try to differentiate the market into different segments, and in those segments, then we measure how many customers there are, what are really their factors that makes them homogeneous, and then we create different variants. We have some big segments here at the left and some smaller here at the right. In the end, however, mass customization means we don't really segment customers in some blocks, but we really serve each individual customer as a segment of one, so to say, and so on every variation customers want along the distribution of variety. This is what we provide. So mass production means to generate profits by serving large pool of customers via standardized products, variants, and mass customization, as I said earlier, means to generate profits by exploiting heterogeneities across customer needs. How about Reflect.com? It's a company that was set up by P&G to profit from customization in the cosmetics field. And think about cosmetics. It's dominated by some very big and famous brands, often very long established in the company. And P&G wanted to really establish a new cosmetic brand in the upper end of the market. There were all the famous French or Japanese, what also American brands are. And they were looking for some ways to do it a little bit faster, as traditionally they knew it will take 15 years to establish a major cosmetic brand. So to really address this opportunity by entering an upper market segment, they really also thought about we should utilize the specific capabilities of the internet. As we are writing the year of 2001, when the internet was in full pace in the US. And they also tried to get some experience in this e-commerce thing that was new for many companies at this time. And so they had different ideas, and just one of many ideas were customization. And in the pilot studies, the focus group tests, this customization of cosmetics really scored high with consumers. Consumers were really embracing the idea and thought, wow, that would be great if I can get a body cream or face cream or shampoo that really fits my requirements, perhaps even my skin allergies. And so the idea to mass customize cosmetic was born. And after quite some investment in a website, in a dedicated manufacturing capability able to produce these cosmetics in a lot size of one, P&G launched the website called Reflect.com. As that also should be the new brand name they wanted to establish, reflecting your personality or whatever. So I give you a little bit of a tour of how this looked like as I will address at the end of this video module. Reflect, for several reasons, is not existing any longer. But let's pretend we are in the year 2001, 2002 and really want to start customizing our cosmetics. So let's say we really want to awaken our hair, as these marketing lingo said, and get a customized shampoo. And then it starts with this toolkit with some asking us some question, what do you really want to achieve? And as I honestly have no many idea about it, let's say we want to build volume. And then building volume, I would go through a small survey, like a good barber or salesperson also would do in a store, and asking me really about my problems with my current hair. What's the texture of my hair? How thick or full is it? How long is it? How does it look like when it's wet or dry? And out of this information, the site would already get some information about myself and translate it in a recipe for shampoo that really addresses my needs. Then, of course, I also could really get my own scent. Let's say pina colada sounds fun for shampoo. And there is Frank's volumizing solution. And I could go in the fine print and it would really tell me what it is. You saw already it's pretty expensive. However, remember, we are really in the upper segment of cosmetics, and I learned that this is a normal price tag even for a standard shampoo there. And then the site also would recommend me a fitting conditioner, taking the information they already have on me to sell me a bundle product that also would fit my requirements, what I want to achieve with my hair. And a couple of days later, specialized manufacturing unit of P&G would have produced this shampoo. And actually they really wouldn't have mixed it just from the beginning, but it was a modular system. They had some base products, they infused some scents, some of the nutrition, so to say, of the vitamins that should awaken my hair. They would package it nicely, ship it in a special pack, and also put in some custom labels on it. Later, they really addressed the stores, but before I show you this, let's really go into the benefits of mass customization at this point for Reflect.com. It really, for them, was a new differentiation opportunity. Before, if you want to sell high-end cosmetics, what you do? Well, you do a lot of expensive marketing. Perhaps you hire an expensive testimonial, an actor, and saying how good your cosmetics is. Or you just compete on price or on a good placement in the stores. But here, actually customizing cosmetics for every single consumer in the US who wanted to do it was really a new value proposition. And as I said, consumers really embraced the idea. You also really compete on value and not on price. As how should I can't compare my customized cosmetic product as it was just created for me. So I can't shop around on the internet and see if I find it cheaper somewhere else. But also for Procter, this really means a really reduced planning risk. If you know something about product development, you may know that 90% of all new cosmetic products flop. They are introduced in the market and then have to be taken out again as they really don't meet the expectations of the company. And very often companies really launch new scans or variants and so on. They are not really sure how this will work. In this case, you really have a reduced planning risk, as you only produce what you already sold. And so this really enabled Procter also to introduce new scans as an experiment. Let's see if this pina colada really works. Let's launch it and see if customers order it. If not, well, we even don't have to produce it. This really came up with new cost structures. This is very typical for mass customization. You often have higher costs for manufacturing. You also have higher costs for shipping, also for the customer interaction system, as we will see in a minute. However, you save a lot on inventory. You save a lot as you don't have all these unwanted products. So this reduction of the inventory, or so to say, the fashion risk of novelty products is really going away. But then Reflect also realized this provides an entirely new shopping experience to consumers and in no way also to manage customer relationships. As they learned then that you really not just want to buy cosmetics on the internet, but you really also want to do it in a store. And so they thought, wow, this customization actually is a great way to go consumer direct, to really learn from our customers. And that was a store in Union Square in San Francisco. And here you see myself testing this, as of course with a real person behind. This lady could take the pH value of my skin and really recommend then a solution in the skincare I then customized to get rid of my oily acids on my skin and so on. And I could try out different textures and so on. And then in this store, they even had a small scale manufacturing unit producing the shampoo on the spot in a robotized manufacturing. So you even could go home from it. And as you see, I still, after so many years, have my custom bottle of skincare made for Frank in this store in Union Square in San Francisco. And I'm really happy with it. However, I have to admit, I really never used it. I was so proud of it and don't want it to waste it. But of course, the entire experience of acquiring this product is a very different one. Instead of just browsing through long lines in a shelf and not knowing how all these products are different. However, for Reflect, this store was more a customer education place, as the interaction in the store is pretty expensive, even if there's a high price tag on these high-end cosmetics. So they thought it's an investment in a customer relationship. Think about, I went to the store or to the website the first time to configure my product. They stored, of course, the customer data and configurator and send it in their factory for fulfillment. But then 2 weeks after they shipped it, or even 1 week after I got it, they were sending me a small email and asking me, "Hi Frank, how do you like your custom body cream or shampoo?" And I said, "Well, it's very good, but this pina colada, I'm not so sure. Probably next time I take something more modest as a scent." And if I customize this shampoo, they would also ask me at this point here, they wouldn't have asked me here, but here, "You know, Frank, your shampoo came with a foaming factor of 3 on a scale from 1 to 5. And I was wondering what's the foaming factor of a shampoo. And the email explained, "Yeah, we can even customize the amount of foam your shampoo creates." And then on the next day under the shower, you wash your hair and you say, "Oh, a little bit more foam would be nice, a little bit less." And suddenly the foaming factor of your shampoo becomes a factor for differentiation. So you went back to the site and told them, "Well, next time I'll probably take a foaming factor of 4. And then they knew if I bought a bottle of shampoo, probably that after 6 weeks or so I need a new bottle. And after 5 weeks, they were really sending me an email, taking into consideration the feedback they gave me and said, "Hey Frank, we think it's time for a new bottle of shampoo. And by the way, you get it with this more modest, let's say beach scent, no pina colada, and also with your personal foaming factor of 4. And I just would click one button and get it. And if I went to this circle a couple of times, I would start to subscribe to these shampoos. As no other company in the world could provide me this service, and no other company would have learned so much about me. But it's not just cheap customer relationship management and using customer data to sell me annoying spam emails. No, all this customer data is used to really provide a product that has higher value as it fits better to my personal needs. This is one of the strong powers of mass customization to go through this learning cycle. However, if we are honest, on an aggregated base, a huge company like Procter & Gamble or even a huge cosmetic brand will never entirely change to the mass customization system. At least if we take it simple like this. So they always will continue to serve other customers more with mass-produced products. Perhaps customers that just don't care so much about their hair, as I actually always normally do. Normally for me a standard shampoo from the drugstore is good enough. However, if they really would aggregate the knowledge they have about these few demanding high-end customization customers, they aggregate this knowledge, a company like Procter & Gamble would get very good access to market research data, as this would really generate valuable customer knowledge, not just to improve the customization offering, but also as a kind of market research panel to improve the standard offerings. We call this in market research panel research, and a panel is something where the same group of customers are always asked on their feedback and responses to marketing stimuli or new product stimuli. However, in this case, we don't have to pay people to be on a panel and ask our surveys. No, we have people that continuously buy our products, give very detailed feedback as they get a better product. So this really can lead to higher market research efficiency as you really learn about the customers, and you can improve also your mass production offerings. And that's already a very important learning. It's not that mass production and mass customization are opposites. No, they're in large companies, they perfectly go with and complement each other. So in this case of Procter, the learning from the customized market not just created a niche market there that grew larger and larger of highly profitable customers willing to pay a premium for this differentiation position of a customized shampoo. No, at the same time, Procter was learning about the market in general, getting information about new trends and so on to improve the standard offerings for all of their customers. So let's summarize with this case a little bit the typical advantages of mass customization. So one is, as I said, customized products and services are a typical point to differentiate against traditional products. And this is why you often also get new access to new customer groups, which are more demanding. Or in the case of Reflect.com, perhaps people that really have skin allergies, which are very sensitive to their skin, or people that really have problems with their hair, or people that love cosmetics really a lot and are not satisfied with a product that everyone has in the store. And overall, it has been shown, I'll come to this later in this video module again, customers are really willing to pay large premiums for a product that fits better to their personal needs, as they don't have to compromise. But the interesting point at this is that with mass customization, it does not mean, and this is a value proposition that is more internal of the firm, the others are more customer facing, it does not mean that you provide this variety with a lot of stock and a huge inventory. No, if by mass customization manufacturing you have the capability to even produce a bottle of body skincare shampoo on demand, then you don't have any inventory, you have no risk of unwanted products and also no capital binded into products on stock. But you also don't lose sales as your products are out of stock. As with mass customization, a product by definition never is out of stock. And then, of course, hopefully you have customers that really stay loyal, that are satisfied, and they may be important referrals. See, even after so many years, I'm still excited about my custom skincare, and I'm sharing this story with you. And everyone who got this product at this time was really sharing this of getting the shampoo. And anyway, normally it's not really an interesting conversation to tell your friends that you just bought a bottle of shampoo. And finally, as explained with the example, customers really will build a closer relationship with their clients and distributors. So overall, we really see there are quite some promises of mass customization. However, this is easy said, but a little bit more difficult to execute. And this is what we want to explore in the next modules.